face of the whole earth a snare. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Behold, to wit, today, the day of this recording, is well renowned today here in the East, in the United States. That's Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Is known as Sunday, March the 8th, 2026. Again, that's Sunday, according to the Gregorian calendar, Sunday, March the 8th, 2026. We're now in the last days, and that is an historical and prophetical fact. That is the truth. There's a war that has now taken place again between the United States and a Middle Eastern country that's known as Iran. And that war is now escalated into about 8 days now, going on a week or more.
New strikes across Tehran tonight as the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran is expanding, systematically destroying Iran's military, blowing up its missiles, and killing its leaders. President Trump saying it could last 4 to 5 weeks.
We will easily prevail. We're already substantially ahead of our time projections, but whatever the time is, time projections, but whatever the time is, it's okay.
Ideological security force at the heart, the very backbone of the regime, has survived intact and has thrown up largely the new Khamenei as supreme leader. He sits over the top of what is known as a sort of 12er version of Shiism. This is a millenarian end times theology which projects the idea that at the very top the supreme leader sits across this vast Muslim nation the size of Western Europe in order to bring about the possibility or the right framework for the return or the revelation rather of the Mahdi, the prophet that will lead Shia Islam to global dominance.
It also means the tabernacle will come out at a certain time of the year, the tabernacle. So now let's go to Leviticus chapter 23. And let's find out when the Christ would be coming out of a womb to become the tabernacle that would dwell with men. Leviticus 23, beginning at verse 34. And this would be by solar calendar, celestial. Verse 34 says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord." Verse 35, "On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein." And verse 36, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. But you can do servile work, ye cannot. Now, that's the date on the Hebrew calendar, which is the 7th month, the 15th day of the 7th month. And on the lunar calendar, the Pope Gregory, the Gregorian calendar, that day is the same as September 27th or September 26th at sundown to September 27th at sundown. Now all you have to do is go check my birth certificate. to find out what day I came out of the womb. Also, check my DNA. When you do, you'll find out that my blood, my DNA, my chromosomes, I have 23 X chromosomes, 23 that come from a woman. And the doctors are still baffled to try and figure out where does one Y chromosome come from. I have one Y chromosome in my genes, my DNA. Check it out. Go ask the doctors of the U.S. government. They did my medical records before I went to the police academy. They have it. They know. Why do you think they made me class commander? They know these things of me. Even after 1979, they knew. They still know today, 2025. They know exactly who I am. It's just that you do not know who I am. But you will. If you do not believe this message, then you cannot be helped. And I am not coming back on to do this again, ever. Ever. It's over. After this, it's over. This is your last and final call. Now let's go to, lastly, so I don't take up the rest of your Thursday. Let's go now to see if it's me. Is it me? The same. It was promised in Acts chapter 1, verse 11, to be the same one. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, the same one. Micah chapter 5, the same one. Also the rod. So let's go to a website. You can go to online. It's called Islam for You. It's ISLAM for You. It's on the hashtag. You can go to, hashtag ISLAM for You .pro blog /physical characteristics of IMAM MAHDI Mahdi peace be upon him. And I'm going to quote that, and you can follow along with it. It's on the screen. You can find it on the screen. You can read with us. And physical characteristics of Aman Mahdi, which is peace be upon him, or Shalom. Remember, Shalom is peace, the condition. Shalom is the man. Remember, according to Micah chapter 5, verse 5, this man should be the peace. That means the Mahdi would be the peace. The Mahdi would be the peace. Now you have 5 attributes that you should look for when you get to that website. 5. And I just read the introduction again. Physical characteristics of Imam Mahdi, peace be upon him. Number 1, resembling the prophet, peace be upon him and his family. Imam Mahdi, peace be upon him, has a countenance similar to that of the Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him and his family, in parentheses. He resembles him in demeanor, speech, and character. Imam Ali, peace be upon him, once looked towards Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, and told his companions, I quote, in the future, God will bring forth a man from his lineage who will share the name of your prophet and will resemble him in physical characteristics and moral virtues, end quote. And that name of the prophet would be named after God, like Mem Yod, Mika Yahweh in the English tongue. And one who is like God, who is like Yahweh, who is like Yahweh, Mika Yahweh. That's what Mika means, who is like God, who is like Yahweh. And from his lineage, that means this man will come from God himself and carry a Y chromosome, but would come out of the womb of a woman of the islands, according to Isaiah chapter 49 and verses 1, 2, and 3. Go check my birth records. Go check the woman whose womb I came out of. You'd have to do some exhuming of the grave to find her DNA, but it's available. You can do it. You're scientists today. We gave you the technology back in 1947. Roswell, New Mexico, we landed a ship. First week of July 1947. You have the technology. How you think we're online today on video? and on internet. Well, that's number one. Move on. Number two, beautiful and handsome. If beauty lies in the proportion and symmetry of facial features, or in the captivating gaze, luminous face, and attractiveness. All these are graciously endowed in the beloved legacy of the prophet. Peace be upon him and his family. Number three, broad forehead. Broad forehead. His tall and broad forehead enhances the dignity and majesty of his beautiful face. And such a light shines on his face and forehead that it overshadows the darkness of his hair. And noble beard, forehead, noble beard. That's number three. Number four, moderate stature. He is neither excessively tall nor undesirably short. Be like 72 inches or 4 cubits. His build is moderate and well proportioned. And I must agree. Not being conceited. These are facts. This is a very important message. We're at the end. Because finally, number five, we're at the end of this message. So finally, number five, having two special moles. That's two special moles. There is a mole on his face, shining like a musk green on the right cheek amidst the whiteness of his face. See, look at the screen. Don't forget, I'm facing you. I am facing you and ye. So it becomes opposite. Like, for example, to the right, my right shoulder, you look in the back, you'll see a book, I Bear Witness to the Son. That's my right shoulder, but it's to the left of your screen. So when you look to the left of your screen, you look at my right eye. It also goes on to say, now where's the second mole? It says, and I'm going to read this verbatim, and another mole between his shoulders leaning toward the left side of his body. Now that means this is my right side with the left of your screen. And this is my left side to the right of your screen. Now this is my left shoulder. So when I lift up and when I pull back this robe I have on, if you see a mold, as I said, again, I repeat, and another mold between his shoulders leaning toward the left side of his body. You see a mold on the left side of my body, you know it's me. This is not makeup, this is not Hollywood. I'm not a deceiver. That's my shoulder. That's the mold. That's the mold. I also have, I'm not going to show you, but I have here, you're going to have to come to see this one. I also have under my right nipple, I have a birthmark I came out of the womb with in the shape of a sword's tip, as if I was shook with a sword or a spear. It's under my right nipple. You don't have to come to Miami to see that personally. I'm not going to show that on camera. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. It's me. It's who you've been looking for. It's who all nations on this planet was looking for to come. I am here. And I suggest that you get to me before it's too late, because this world is ending. I'm here to set the world to its end and close the door. It's me. So what are you waiting on? Who are you looking for to come? There is no Yahweh but Yahweh. He was John the Baptist. He came to make way for me. I am the voice that was crying in the wilderness. And his voice was right there with me, crying in the wilderness, making way for me, protecting me so that I can come for you. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Answer the question. What are you going to do?
And that is also prophetical. It's found in a book called Matthew in the New Testament, the King James Version Holy Bible. I'm going to be speaking from that version. That's Matthew chapter 24. And that starts the promise of the disciples, to the disciples from the Christ, that will be a sign of my coming. That's mine, my coming, the voice that you hear right now. And that promise in Matthew is found in verse 6. That's Matthew chapter 24, beginning at verse 6 and verse 7. That reads, I quote, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet." Verse 7, "For nation shall rise against nation." That's the same nation against its own. The nation shall rise against its own nation. That is the Democrats against the Republicans of the United States. The Republicans, remember, the Republicans were here before. The Republicans were here before. These are the same souls. And now, today, they're known as the Republicans. So, for nation shall rise against nation. And that is exactly what's happening today in the United States. The Democrats against the Republicans, and the Republicans against the United States citizens, and against the Democrats. And kingdom against kingdom. That means a kingdom would be a nation or country that has a king. There's no a king. Sort of like Great Britain has a king, King Charles, against another nation that has a king, the kings of the Middle East. And there shall be famines, and there are famines today, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. End quote. The divers places are places known as islands and countries that are near oceans and seas, where there are divers, deep places.
Report for Saturday, January 31st, 2026. In the past 24 hours, there have been 1,400 earthquakes worldwide, with magnitudes reaching up to 5.8. That includes 32 earthquakes in the magnitude 4 range and 4 earthquakes at magnitude 5 or higher, with the rest made up of smaller activity across active zones. At the time of posting, the largest earthquake in today's report is a magnitude 5.8 near Tonga, northeast of Ohonua, at a shallow depth of 12 kilometers. Other magnitude 5 or higher earthquakes today included a magnitude 5.3 south of Akureyri, Iceland, a magnitude 5.2 in the Prince Edward Islands region, and a magnitude 5.0 near the South Sandwich Islands in the South Atlantic. This is a notable spread of activity across the Pacific and the Southern Ocean boundaries, with Iceland also standing out as a key area under watch.
A 5.6 earthquake was registered on Sunday in eastern Cuba and was also felt in other Caribbean countries such as Haiti and the Bahamas.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.